So it seems Android 17, the Legends Limited MVP 17, is not top 10 anymore. Hearing me say that, you probably had one of two opinions. You either looked at me and said,
that's some facts. That's some crazy facts.
Or you looked at me and was like,
what the hell is Zach smoking?
You need to get off the weed. I don't smoke, by the way. But it's an opinion that's been floating around, and I'm not here to shoot any messages whether you disagree or agree. A lot of people have been coming into my streams telling me that he doesn't cook anymore, he doesn't provide value anymore, he's defensively weak. Some things may be true, some things maybe not. So I felt I should take a video to really dive into what really makes LL17 such a good unit for Universe Rep, because I genuinely believe he is the MVP of that team. He holds that team together, and not to say that the team can't function without him, but the way they efficiently work on the clock and can dominate people wouldn't be running as smooth without him. If Universe Rep is a car, 17 is that petrol that they run on. And without him, they're gonna need a new source. And I'm not saying they can't run for a while without that petrol, but it's gonna be a bit clanky. But outside of that anyways, a lot of people also come to me saying they don't understand how LL17's kit works. People don't understand why he's ever valued in the first place. People don't understand what he does for the team. People don't understand anything good that he can provide. So in this video, it's pretty much gonna be a breakdown emphasizing the key elements of his kit that make him so valuable individually, but also on Universe Rep. And even if you want to apply him on any other team, for example as a leader slot option, hopefully it will change your mind and maybe you'll want to get him. And just to point out, I don't have him.
Ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
So this is coming from somebody that doesn't have the unit that can clearly see the value he provides to a team. I don't have him. I've never summoned for him. When he originally came out, I skipped the banner. In the anniversary, he came back on a separate banner. I dodged that because the anniversary, what the hell, we need to focus on the priorities here. And on the Evoken banner, I might go in later and pull him, or even on the New Year's. But at the moment, I'm waiting for the Ultra, so we gotta keep our priorities on the top. But I'm rambling right now. Let's actually get into the core of this video. So I feel like the most efficient way to go through this video would be to take out just the things that I think make him so valuable, because this is not a kit breakdown. I'm not reading every single line. I'm gonna take screenshots of certain bits in his kit and I'm gonna put it on the screen for you guys to see, like, oh, that's actually insane when he does that. All right, cool, let's get into it. So we got the main ability. I'd say there's two things that he does in his main ability that are super good, but there's one thing I'll just point out for sake. So he's obviously gonna draw ultimate because he's a legendary finish character, but he doesn't have an LF for a blue card. But other than that, he's able to get draw speed for 10 timer counts, which is super good. And on top of that, he gets cover nullification. So getting cover nullification in combination with draw speed, extending your combo into an ultimate at the end of it would be super good. On top of the fact you can't be cover changed, so you can freely extend that combo. The draw speed can be cancelled, don't get it twisted, and the ultimate can be destroyed if you're unlucky, but those are very specific scenarios. We have to really take the cover null. Even though it can be cancelled too, you get 30 timer counts, and if you don't have somebody that can cancel that, he's gonna be going at it. He's going to be going at it. The damage isn't that insane in his kit, but having the free reign to just continue comboing is super good no matter what. We gotta go into his unique ability 1, and I said I wasn't gonna go through every line, but there's a lot to go through because all of this is super good. The first thing I want to point out, I wouldn't really care about it, but remember he's blast based. He does 25% to blast damage inflicted against Tag Fusion Warrior. Tag Fusion Warrior is insane, which gives him a lot more life because every time there's a celebration, they drop a Fusion Warrior. Ultra Vegeta Blue dropped. What color is he? He's red. So this blue unit here has a bit more stocks fighting the strongest Fusion Warrior in the game. This thing here makes him super cold against anyone that has debuffs or some weird conditions that will be applied to you. So it says here, the following effects occur when battle starts. I'm only going to read 3 lines out of this, like 5. So the first one, applies the buff effect nullifies attribute downgrades up to 2 times to allies, which means your allies can't get any stupid debuffs. That's super great, right? The second line, applies the buff effect nullifies abnormal conditions once to allies. So for the first time any abnormal conditions get applied to your allies, it will not tap in, it won't work. That's super good. So Universe Rep, if you're thinking why doesn't things work for them, it's because it's being nullified by 17. He's working in the back, he's in the trap house rolling it up so nobody can get through. He's got the G17 with the switch, he's not letting it happen. But then just to put the icing on the cake, he also has endurance, so he restores his own health by 25% when his health reaches 0. So that's protection for himself, but he's also super friendly for his teammates. That's why he's MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. Every time he enters the battlefield, he's gonna get a blast card. I think that's also just good to mention because he can naturally always extend his combo. He stacks up buffs for himself every time one of his allies uses an art card, and it fills up to 8 times. So he gets 10% damage inflicted and his cost goes down, and the cost will go down -1 6 times. So you're also just helping him build up when you're doing stuff with your enemies. He creates a partnership with his allies. Now this is just stupid here. If you have 17 on your team and you Rising Rush, you're almost guaranteed to kill. It says the following effects occur when ally activates a Rising Rush. You get 70% damage inflicted, Rising Rush damage inflicted, for 3 time accounts. If that happens, you're going to cook. Because even if you're type disadvantage, 70% is ridiculous. You're gonna probably break through. And just to finish off the unique ability 1, I think this is the biggest part of his kit that everybody hates. Restores own vanishing gauge by 80% when this character performs a vanishing step if unique gauge is full, and this activates once. But every time he switches, he gets this effect. So he basically gets 2 vanish steps every time he vanishes. He always has 2 basically. It's very unlikely when he uses a vanishing step, it's not going to be full pretty much straight away for him to do another one. So you'll be good. Every 17 user exploits this, and a lot of people forget, so they're always able to get one over you. Then boom, switch out to Evil Ken, you're facing the longest combo of the world. You might as well throw yourself in jail, man. That's crazy. So I just need to point out that in the unique ability 2, his gauge is filled by the enemy attacking your ally, with enemy arts cards of course. But then when it fills up, he gets health, his special move and ultimate damage go up. So overall that's great. And then on top of that, he seals the enemy's main ability for 15 time accounts. That main ability seal, when you're attacking allies on his team, you have to pay extra attention to the 17 gauge because you might think, alright cool, I'm gonna do 4 cards and I'm gonna main so I can do my ultimate. After that 3rd card, 17's gauge filled behind the scenes. He's working in the trap house again, he's rolling it up. You can't get through because you wasn't paying attention, and it's so inconvenient to play against because 9 times out of 10 you're not expecting it. This part here is just insane debuffs. You're really just not letting me do anything with my buffs, you're just gonna take them away unless they're uncancelable, of course. Anytime the enemy uses a special move, ultimate art, awakened art, or rising rush, or any big hitting type of card, the ally sub counts get reduced by 3, so he's able to probably cover change out, which is good. Bear in mind he has to be on the battlefield. And he's also going to cancel enemy attribute upgrades and buff effects, which activate 3 times. So if you do 3 ultimates, the first 3 buff effects are going to get cancelled. If you do 2 ultimates and 1 special move, those 3 are getting cancelled. 1 rising rush, 1 ult, 1 special move getting cancelled. You get it? It has to be the first 3. The first 3 are getting cooked. And then most times, the game it's not going to work in your favor if you're trying to ult him. You have to catch him on the cover change or something like that to avoid the cancellations because it only applies when he's on the battlefield. So in the same way, all those cards, minus the Rising Rush this time, if he's on the battlefield or he's on the sideline, this will kick in. So the main thing being that the ally's health is healed 10%, and then on top of that, you get minus 50% to any of those cards, and that can activate 3 times. The same thing with the health. You're trying to do damage, he weakens you, and he's gonna heal everybody off it. Yeah. That's annoying. In his green card, he's able to get draw speed, some damage inflicted, and he shortens the ally sub count. And if your gauge is not full, he would actually raise it by 20%, so you can activate the main ability lock and everything else that comes with it whenever you want, pretty much. And if the gauge is full, he's gonna buff everybody on his team and give himself cover null for 10 time accounts. The last thing I'll mention in his kit is that his ultimate arts is not anything special, but there's an addition. When he has 1 defeated ally on his team, he will increase his Dragon Balls by 1. He might be on the journey to get his 2nd Rising Rush or get his 1st one just like that. And he will go type neutral for that ultimate so he can do more damage. So don't get caught lacking by that ultimate if you bodied one of his homies. So that's everything to do with LL17, the MVP of Universe 7, his kit. And I have to say, he is the biggest ride or die unit in the game. The only person that could be compared to this unit is Pan, the way she was supporting Beast Gohan, but this 17 guy is for everybody in Universe 7. He needs to win the Tournament of Power, and what I like about his kit is that it's very genuine to what happened in the Tournament of Power. 17, he's there because he needs to save his animals, bruh. He's trying to be on patrol. He's not messing about. He really played a supporting role in the Tournament of Power, and I always say this, when Legends design units kit, there is something in their kit, the base element in their kit is consistent with something that happened in the anime and the source material. That's where they start. I've said this so many times, and that's why 17 isn't out there doing damage like these big hitters. Go Frieza, going ahead and getting the final outing with Jiren. Of course they're going to be able to do insane damage, but you see 17, he played his supporting role and caught the dub at the end. That's why he's giving all these supports. He has the, I believe, infinite key, and he was just sending beams the whole time. the whole time when they were 3v1 in Jiren. But that's a supporting role. He's not the #1 strongest in the universe. He knows that. So he's cooking up in the anime the same way he now does in the game. That's the source material, and that's what makes him super good. There's nothing more I really have to say. I think I've emphasized how that correlates his kit to the anime to making it a real good element on universe rep. It also just makes it so much better that he does all of this, and then you attach him to some amazing units in the game. Looking at the likes of Evo Ken already in the game, Goku and Frieza already in the game, Purple Jiren already in the game, the Yellow Golden Frieza in the game. There's so many good universe rep members. Even when Ultra Hit came out in January, 17's rollout also contributed to universe rep. They really molded universe rep perfectly, and that's what I have to respect. I was gassing up Universe 7 a lot, but he's very global to everyone in Universe rep, so it's not just the Universe 7 members, which is also just extra dope because it's just a game. But yeah man, appreciate you guys for watching the video. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Of course, this is mostly for the guys that want to find value in him or feel like there's a lot of downplay. But what I will say, just to sprinkle at the end of the video, a lot of people say his defenses have fallen off, and I guess so. I'm not going to dispute that too heavily. People fall off. He doesn't have a major Zenkai buffer, so he's really just on his own on the team playing the supporting role. But even with that, his defenses being bad aren't enough in my opinion to take him out the top 10 because of how much utility he provides in the game. He's not a #1 hitter, but what he does for the team is unmatched and should not be overlooked, which is why he's consistently being seen in PvP, especially in the God rank, all the way probably up to top 5,000, top 10,000. So yeah, press that subscribe button, man. We're on this grind to 100,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys for watching. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.